everybody. Welcome. I'm doing something new today. I am live on YouTube. So welcome, everybody. Come on in. What is my name? My name's Mary June Tracy. I'm a spiritual influencer and astrologer coming to you with the 411 and the cosmic highway and the shenanigans of the planets. And welcome to you all on this beautiful full moon in Virgo. Man. This is, I decided to go on YouTube for the very first, like I am on YouTube, but to start to do more my YouTube lives on a daily basis there. Because of Periscope closing down and going to Twitter, and the beautiful thing about StreamYard right now, I can stream to 3 different platforms. I am thinking about moving up because you could do 8 platforms at once. Like, what the? Oh my goodness. I mean, that is phenomenal. So expansion with this energy. So today, of course, we have the full moon. And with this full moon, it's bringing in for me, I'm finding it very calming and very peaceful. I slept in today, which is a huge thing. Taking that self-care and allowing yourself to come into your flow of the day. And I did that today. I allowed myself to go into the flow of the day. I allowed myself to come into, and I'm going to move my camera over this way because the sun kind of coming through the clouds. Allowing myself to come in with a real beautiful energy today. And first time in a long time, I actually did some real rituals, like for my full moon and new moon. Usually I do a group one or I do a group meditations. But this time, not only, with the spell casting we talked about it, but I actually did my own, like I got my little jar together. I put my what I wanted in my jar, and I've been lighting candles on it and allowing for the energies to flow on this. Good morning. And this is where taking this time into the energies of clearing and purification ritual. The beautiful thing about, in the old astrology, this is known as the place of bread, which is Virgo, which is actually Bethlehem. Bethlehem is known as the place of bread, which is known as the Virgo in old astrology, and bringing that energy in. And it is very, there's something about this energy, and with the angles that others, with the angles of Jupiter sextiling or Jupiter trining the North Node, and then Mercury's going to trine the North Node, and the movement of the Sun towards Neptune. And right now Venus is in with Pisces, and Venus is going to be the ruler right now. So we're going to be following a lot of Venetian type of energies over the next while because of her power that she has in Pisces. This is bringing in allowing us to connect pieces and connect parts. And I feel like this is, where an interweaving of energies are coming in. And when I was doing my meditation yesterday and channeling, one of the things and the energies that came in was a blue serpent. This blue serpent was coming in, and it wasn't bad. It was beautiful. It was graceful, and it slides through the channels of the change with us. And when I looked up the blue serpent, and I was looking that up, I saw, the blue dragons. It is the eternity. It is bringing in the prosperity and the abundance. That's what was so beautiful about it, and that was so in connection with the energies of this moon, is bringing that into form, which is Virgo. Virgo is like, there's so many There's so much coming together and bridging together for us and bringing in those bridges. And for us, striving and reaching for it. This energy where with this Virgo is also coming in and having us take a look at, are we striving for what no longer is in our alignment, no longer working? Like many businesses are starting to really look at their businesses and say, okay, we got to downsize, or you know what, I'm going to relook at my business platform is. And we've been focusing on here, and it's just, that's not the energies anymore. We're going over into a whole new direction. And I get that, because we got to look back, even into 2008, all of this energy that we've been creating, and what have we been striving for? And when I was sitting there looking of the energies of 2008 and how I really wanted my business to grow and what kind of business do I want. And I was doing readings, and I was taking classes. I'm always taking classes, but I was taking classes, specific classes to do with shamanism, getting into the earth, doing crystal consciousness courses, working with sacred geometry and how sacred geometry and the crystals, doing grids and things along that line, and how that has bridged me to where I am now, how that has created this energy, this nuances for me in the interconnectedness and the interwoven of all, how that all worked together. And coming in with this energy of the Christ consciousness, coming in and stepping into this energy of how we may not see the interweaving. We may not see. It's like a good analogy was shown to me today was, when it was, who was it? Leo King. He was talking about it. And it was perfect. When you're knitting, and like on TikTok, there's, for some reason, I get a lot of feeds of people knitting, but you have to have the needles and the thread, or the wool to create whatever you're creating. That interconnectedness, learning how to weave it. Sometimes when you're knitting, how you start off and it's like this and then it goes like this and you're like, what? And what is that tension? You got to keep the tension in a constant flow. Sometimes the tension gets too tight and you got to unravel it and then start off again. But there's that interconnectedness that allows you to, okay, if that's not working, we got to unravel it. We got to let it go. We can't hang on to it. And there is this energy of coming forth, and this moon in Virgo bringing the love of the universe together within us. And that's the focus. That's what we want to focus on, is bringing that and allowing that to gather. There is so many beautiful gatherings right now that are happening. And turn on the news, there's bullshit, okay, whatever. But I'm talking about there's gatherings of people coming together, where they're going out into the desert and they're coming together with other people and interacting with one another. And that's where this beauty is. And I'm just, I'm thinking of all the music festivals and stuff that happen in the summer and in the springtime of gathering. Like, let's just go out to a field and we're going to gather, right? We're not worried about whatever the world is trying to force upon us. We're coming together and we're gathering in this universal love. And this is where you see yourself interweaving into the directions in the future. You start to see it. And that's where, I'll go back to 2008. I didn't see, I knew the direction of where I wanted to go. Idea, yes, I want to do spiritual work. I want to be able to teach spirituality. I want to go into and help guide people upon a higher path and interconnect with one another in new ways. had no idea what that really was, right? I saw other people doing it, but bringing in my own uniqueness and my own flair, which brings in the astrology, which brings in my history, my experiences, and being a psychic, that connection and having and allowing people to understand, allowing, this is a huge one, allowing you, and I mean this in a beautiful way, that you step into allowing yourself to step into that realm of beauty and connectedness. And it's so vital and it's so beautiful for us. And that's where this moon is coming in. This moon does bring in where, yes, we're trying to bring in the energy of spirit into our body. But it's our body that needs to come into spirit. That's where it is. It's our body flowing into spirit. And as we bring our body into spirit, and it's difficult because, here, Virgo's immutable earth sign, that it's like, wants to have some kind of control instead of allowing, because where Venus comes in, it's allowing for that energy to flow. And the medicine of this moon, the medicine of this Virgo full moon, and I got the Page of Raphael. The Page of Raphael is the Page of Waters, coming into that flow, allowing for us to release, bring in new emotional situations, giving us greater insight. Sometimes, especially when we go into meditations, cracks open up, and these cracks that open up are little seedlings that are coming up to show us a new way. We get scared because it's new and we don't want to look at that seedling. We don't want to oh my God, what is that? But if we allow ourselves to flow with it and move in it, then we are in the area where we look at and say, okay, what do we need structure with? With our mind and with our heart and with our body, where is it that we need structure? And then comes the Three of Swords, which is the Three of Michaels. That means letting go of the past, meaning that when we see, for us to grow from situations, there's things that we have to let go of. So we might have been weaving something or creating something, and the tension just wasn't right, and we have to unravel it and say, you know what, that's not it. That's not it. We have to look into where the changing with the now, changing with what we need to change with. And in doing so, creating such purpose for ourselves. And when we do that, what lifestyle changes do we need to change within ourselves and within our body? We have a structure and organizes, but what do we need to change? And it's allowing ourselves to go forward, allowing ourselves to let go of whatever the past is that has held us. So whatever has been holding you back, releasing it so that you can go upon this new path and see that, okay, you know what, I'm creating something other than what I thought I was, or I'm still creating this, whatever it is. And this could be, I'm still creating a strong relationship with my friends and my family. I'm still creating, because relationships really come in strongly, because we will be going into a Libra moon as the day progresses later on this evening. But this is connecting with the earth, connecting with that balance. And when the moon goes into Libra, the ruler of Libra is Venus. So there is a connectedness with the ether, with the spiritual realm, coming together so that we can formulate a better world for ourselves. And when we focus on that and releasing, it's really releasing and forgiving ourselves from past wrongdoings, or, that's not, I took the wrong route, I was and I'm beating myself up. Why didn't I do that? It's like, no, I didn't do it. Or, yeah, you know what? I was a real bitch at that time, and I didn't have proper communication skills. I need to release that, because I'm working now on my communication skills. Or I'm working now on this new part of my life, and I'm going to embrace it. I'm releasing the shadow. So this is the starting of really coming in deeply into our shadow realm and doing the work, the spiritual work. The spiritual work is understanding that we have flaws, and that we are not perfect, and that we fuck up, and that sometimes we feel like, oh my God, why am I doing? Are you sure? Am I being an imposter in my own life? And stepping forward in it. So this is coming into a beautiful ebb and flow with this moon. This moon is about making cleansing, clearing, purification rituals. This is spells and rituals to release anything that you want to release, whether debts and loans. And also, this is also about healing and wellness. So when I say, releasing the debt and the loans, this is like looking at that, because a lot of times when we hold on to the money part or the debts and the loans, right? We're hanging on and we're beating ourselves up. How did I get myself? What does that do within our body? Like, where are we holding it within our body and allowing ourselves to do a releasement there? Because in doing a ritual to release it, then we have to start doing the work, or following our angels, following the energies. And this energy that's coming in, and as we're moving into the rest of the year, is an energy of working with the angelic realm, working with the higher elementals, like the unicorn, like the, going further up into the goddess and the white brotherhood of the light. This is what this energy is coming in for us to do, is getting us to accelerate and allowing ourselves to come into the body in order for us to create an interwoven energetic realm for ourselves. Thank you. I'm like, where are they taking me on this journey? Like, where are they taking me? So this is really coming into some beautiful nuances. 21-day meditation is coming up, and the 21-day meditation, it's $25. So if you're interested, please let me know. It starts March 1st. It's live. It's recorded. If you can't make it to because I start at 6 a.m., I do it at 6 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 6 a.m. It's 5 a.m. Pacific Time, and then you can 5, 6, 7, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't make it on those times, then it's recorded. I send you the recording. You can do it later on that day, or you could do it the next morning. So it's like almost like you can be a morning behind, if that makes sense. But it's still allowing, and it's one for compassion and bringing in compassion of the heart and working with that of the heart energy. We also have the Angel Day. I'm doing a 1-day angel workshop on introducing you to the angels. This is a really beautiful workshop on bringing in who is Archangel Jermael, who is Archangel Raziel, bringing in, Archangel Michael and Uriel and Raphael and Gabriel, but also introducing you to some other beautiful angelics, and showing you that there's a huge realm of energy there for us at our disposal to use, and stepping into meeting our angels and allowing our wings to expand. So join me. That's coming up. And we also have a 1-day astrology class. So an introduction to astrology. Just it's a little tidbit. It's an afternoon of bringing in some information, and maybe you might have some questions. So it's a great one for Q&A class on understanding. Mary says, well, what do you mean Venus is the ruler of Libra? And bringing in that understanding on how the planets interact with other signs, right? Some signs they love, some signs they don't love, right? So bringing that and understanding that, oh, okay, so when the moon is here, that's why I feel so crabby. When the moon is in this sign, I feel like elated and I'm busy. And so that is going to be a 1-day little course that we're doing on the 27th of March. And then, of course, the Magical Elementals is coming up on March 19th to 21st. there is this energy, and this is helping us to build. So every month I'm bringing in angel classes, I'm bringing in astrology classes, we're bringing in these transformation and changes for ourselves. And this is a year, a really big year, with not only working with the goddess Hecate, which is the goddess of divination and protection. She's also a goddess that wants us to come to the crossroads in order for us to release, to rejuvenate, in order for us to step into this new skin, step into this beauty of who we are, and allow ourselves to illuminate. And this moon is a catapult for it. It is a beautiful energetic catapult for this energy to come in. So, my loves, look, it's just, I got so much. I'm very, this moon has gotten me very excited. I love it. I know some people are very tired with this moon. It's, it is my third house. So it is like, ooh, I want to get going, which is Gemini, and this Virgo's in my Gemini. So it is, it is a very beautiful, energetic for myself, personally. And on that note, I am doing full moon readings. So if you are wanting a full moon reading, it's $25. It's recorded and I send it to you. If I've never given you a full moon reading, just send me your birth date so I can bring in where the planets are, or a generalization of the planets. So let me know if you want a full moon reading. I'm doing them up today and sending them out. So let me know. They're $25. So guys, I also have I got a Patreon page too. That's where my energy really wants to go. If I can get people onto my Patreon page, because I want to get 1,000 people onto my Patreon page. If I can start building my Patreon page and my YouTube page, so subscribe and click the little bell to get a reminder when I'm on, because I'm going to be doing more Facebook Lives. This is where the Patreon page is where I can bring in a community and work there, do streams there, right? And do those streams. Dana, I'm putting your name down because I just saw you, and you're on my YouTube. Yeah, I'm so excited. I get it. I celebrate everyone that joins. Like, I have one person on Patreon. I celebrate that. I have somebody else talking about going on the Patreon page, and that's the thing is I'm starting it off small, because it's like I'm learning this. This is a learning curve for me, baby. So, doing this, and even with YouTube, it's just learning all of this and getting it to grow and celebrating. I think I'm up to 121 people on my YouTube page. I am just like elated, because I hadn't done much with my YouTube page before, and I thought, wow, I got in a couple months 121 people. Fucking A, man. It's just so fabulous, and I want to create. This is creating a community. That's where I could see from 2008. That was my goal, is to create a harmonious community that allows us to give you the tools to deal with the world as we evolve, and know that God's with us, and the angels are with us, and the goddesses are with us, right? Yes, Dana, I love it. I love it. Thank you. This is bringing in such interconnectedness for us all, and I love it. It makes me it gets me giddy. So guys, I'm going to send you out for so much love. Dana, I got you down. You're going to get you'll get it sometime this morning. So as soon as I get off here, I'm going to eat some breakfast, and then I'm going to do some recording for people. So you guys, have a blessed day. Get a hold of me if you want to join me on my journey. Join me with this journey of expansion and of beautiful spiritual consciousness. And have a blessed one, everybody. May the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you in all that you say and all that you be and all that you do. Blessed be everybody, and thank you. Thank you for being a part of my soul journey. Blessed be everybody. Bye-bye.